Yo, what's poppin'? It's your girl Malia, and welcome back to Vlogmas. We're comfy, we're cozy, and we're mukbanging today. On Instagram, I asked you guys a few questions. You guys had some questions for me, and I'm gonna go through, talk about what you guys wanted to know while I eat my Wingstop order for the night. I'm starving. Let's get into this. My haul includes a Dr. Pepper. Yum. Those like Coke machines that make you like let you add all these flavors and do all this stuff, they always come out a little flat to me. Like, I'm not a huge soda person, but like those machines I feel like are never as crispy and as flavorful. They're like a little watered down and a little flat. Okay, but now for the part you guys care about. I cannot have Wingstop without having veggie sticks. So that makes me feel like, oh, a side salad. And then I got a 10-piece wing. I got fries, I'll show you right now. And I got lots of sauce. One is supposed to be blue cheese, and I've never had their blue cheese before, but I've been loving blue cheese on wings for a while now. I was like, why haven't I tried Wingstop's blue cheese? It's probably good. We got, I got Louisiana style fries this time. Does that not look amazing? So good. And then I got buffalo and hot honey, and I got all flats, and I got extra well done crispy. I wish they gave me a little fork. They didn't. That's okay. I feel like having a plastic fork is like really crucial whenever eating fast food. You guys kind of know that about me. If you've been here for Vlogmas, where I've ate out every freaking day and said, let's go grocery shopping so that I don't eat out so much. It's just, oh. And something about Wingstop ranch. I don't like when places don't refrigerate their ranch and they just give you like a packet that's been sitting underneath the register forever. I like a good like homemade fresh ranch. This would definitely just be a treat. I wouldn't get this every time, but these Louisiana fries are amazing. They have like a Cajun spice. Nacho cheese and ranch on them. I love a loaded fry. Animal style fries, buffalo fries, these fries. This Harley girl's just vibing with us down here. Let's try their blue cheese. See if they have a good blue cheese. When I used to work at Outback, that's what got me hooked on blue cheese. I think I've told this story before a long time ago. But on my first day at Outback, they made me try every dressing that they had, and I just had to lick it off of a fork or a spoon. They have a very nice blue cheese. I think their ranch takes the cake, but that's good. But yeah, it was like my first day, and I was getting the tour of the kitchen, and he grabs a bunch of spoons, and he dips them into the dressings, and he was like, go ahead and try this one. He was just handing them to me. I'm like, and he was like, you need to know, like, all of our dressings are made in-house, and you need to know what they taste like. So when somebody's like, which dressing do you recommend, or what does this one taste like, you can kind of give them the rundown. And at the time, I was 19. I had never touched blue cheese before. I thought blue cheese was absolutely disgusting. And so when he just hands me a spoonful of blue cheese, I was like, oh, I really don't want to do this one. Like, I don't like mayo, and it felt like he was giving me a spoonful of mayo. And I liked it, and ever since then I had blue cheese. And for a while I only had it at Outback because I was like, it's just an Outback thing. And then eventually I had it other places, and I was like, no, I just like blue cheese. Cheers. First wing, buffalo. My DoorDasher actually got this to my door. I went back on the app and added more of a tip. I just appreciated that. And I feel like if you DoorDash in certain areas, You get used to like layouts of apartments and stuff. The other day when I went to lunch with my mom, one of the first tortilla chips that I had with our chips and salsa cut the roof of my mouth, and it's still bothering me. I hate that. So annoying. I'm much more of a team like pulling wings apart than like really eating on them, like biting into them. I'll do both. But I had braces for a long time. And I was very self-conscious and self-aware if like food was in my teeth and like trying to eat as proper as I could so that I wouldn't look a mess. Yum. I was also raised to clean my bone. One wing down. Being the first daughter, being the first child, especially with my dad, he was very particular, and I wasn't allowed to like wear my new shoes that I got for Christmas to school or to the park. He wanted me to always stay looking so clean, fresh, and keeping things as new as possible. I remember like on Easter, we'd all go to my grandma's house. And like all the cousins would be running in the backyard, getting hot and sweaty. And he was like, no, you're not going to be a musty little kid when we all sit down for Easter dinner. So I could play inside with whoever was playing inside. I could go outside, but he was literally like, I was also very clumsy, so it was also like, don't fall and make this a whole spectacle and get hurt. Their carrots are like soaked in sugar. It's like a sweet treat. Anywho, one of the questions I got asked that I'm going to continue to get asked is, what am I doing when TikTok gets banned, if TikTok gets banned? La da da. Because if you aren't a part of my TikTok family, that is my largest family, my largest platform. This is where it all started, but that's where I took off, and that's where I grew. I will be here. I will be on Instagram. Here will probably be more TikTok-like content. Instagram will be more like, because Instagram, not all of my TikTok content is going to perform well on Instagram. It's just not, it's not the Instagram aesthetic. I'm not an aesthetic person. I'm a personality in a sense. Like, I would rather have a long form content where you can really learn me and get to know me versus thinking I wash dishes aesthetically pleasing, you know? And when influencers out here, I find it, I'm going to say something a little controversial. I find it kind of crazy that some influencers are getting on here. No shots fired, but specifically like James Charles, making a TikTok of him pretending to go work at Chick-fil-A if TikTok gets banned. And I know he's just playing into the satire, but it's like, he's good, bro. He will be good. TikTok was never his biggest thing. Everyone's income is going to be affected. And I feel like that's the dumbest part about the ban. Is like, they're worried about the economy and all this stuff. Well, TikTok is fueling the economy right now. Things go viral, people go out and buy it. Without that, a lot of Gen Z and a lot of millennials aren't going to be shopping as much. Which is good. Save your money. But the overconsumption has been helping the economy. So, and it's helping small businesses, it's helping large businesses. Harley's hungry. I'm trying to wait to feed her at 7 because she's still on medicine. I'm trying to time it with her medicine. But I guess it is mean of me just eating in her face like this. But yeah. I have a college degree. My goal in life is to never have to use it. I got that as my plan B, as my backup. I don't live a super, I don't know what the right word is that I'm looking for here. These are spicy. I don't live a super, I don't live a super crazy lifestyle. I do live a better lifestyle than I was living when I worked corporate or a waitress. I'm able to buy myself nice things. I'm able to DoorDash when I want. And some of those freedoms will go away because I need to be pinching my pennies better. I should really already start pinching my pennies better. But I have faith that everything will work out. God didn't bring me this far and have me have a glimpse at my dream for that to be it. For it to depend on one app. So I'm gonna keep posting. Definitely will be on Snapchat more. It's been hard for me to be on Snapchat and doing Vlogmas. Cause like I genuinely will film for Snapchat throughout the day and I'll just forget to post it. Cause I like to post snaps, like I'll take pictures, videos all throughout the day and at one time upload everything so you can see my whole day play out versus like, here's a little update, here's a little update, here's a little update. And it's just also not safe. If I were to be at Subway or something, Jersey Mike's, and I'm posting them at Jersey Mike's, somebody could be watching where I'm going, you know? Or waiting for me to get there and post them there. So yeah, that's my plan with social media. I'm a little scared. My goal is to never have to move back home. So I need to make things pop for myself. I need to stay working hard. There's no resting on laurels over here. There's no plotting out to work a regular job again. No. What else did people ask? This is kind of dumb of me. I didn't write any of the questions. I just read them and they're on my phone and I'm recording on my phone. Oh, I remember seeing a question. What growth have you seen within yourself this year? And what is something you accomplished that you're very proud of? I'm actually noticing a lot of growth within myself within the last like 6 months. A lot. And it's very interesting to me that whole like frontal lobe development and how much it impacts like your day-to-day decision making. Your frontal lobe kind of like, I'm not a scientist. What am I saying? But I am a lot more self-aware this year than I've ever been, specifically the last 6 months. It's not that I care what people think about me, but I care how I affect other people. The people I care about specifically. So it's like, people used to, in my friend group, believe it or not, I would be the mean friend, and not mean, like I was never a bully, but I was always the very opinionated friend. I've never been the most go with the flow type gal. When people are like, oh, please cancel on me, I'm like, yes, I'm so excited. No, I'd literally send you a paragraph of like, please respect my time, la ya da. And it's not that I think, oh, my time's more valuable than anybody else's. I just was raised like that. I remember I had family friends who I loved hanging out with them, and their mom would flake all the time. And my mom would be like, see how you feel right now? You were very excited all week that on Friday after school you were going to get to see so-and-so. And they let you down. So make sure when you make plans as an adult, as you grow up, that you stick to your word. It's about sticking to your word. And if it's communicated, hey, a little bit more in advance, but like just flaking on people isn't cool. It's not respectful of people's time. And I used to be like, again, not mean about it, but I was always very opinionated. We'd get in the car and there'd be 4 girls in the car. What does everyone want to eat? I don't care. I'd be like, sushi. Like, I'm gonna say what I want. And it's not gonna be like, we have to get sushi because Malia said we have to get sushi. But you're definitely not going to not hear my opinion in a sense. And now I'm like, no, I don't like that. There was actually, this is me getting a little too deep with y'all. I think that we have to have some guidelines, but I do want to share because I think it's a beautiful thing. As an Aquarius, let me eat again. I feel like it's a thing with Aquarius that we care about. We want to know what other people's opinions are of us. And it doesn't mean everybody feels that way. But I will be, every so often I'll be like, do you think I'm being a good friend? Am I a bad friend? What's something that I could do better? And one time I brought it up within a friend group. And we were talking about that group of friends. It was like such a weird pairing. But now that we're all together, like we all love each other. And I said, within that conversation, I was like, what can we all do to be better friends to each other? And I wasn't like the first to give an answer or anything, because I really was asking that question just to have, I wanted to be called out. Like, if you guys, I want you guys to want to be my friend. I want you guys to see me high in your life. So if there's something that I could be doing better, I wanted to know. I genuinely wanted the constructive criticism. But it doesn't mean everybody in the room does. And eventually when it came back to me, I said something about one of my friends. And to me, I didn't think like it was mean at all. It was very much about like canceling. And like she reached out and she was like, it was just really crazy to me how quick you were able to come up with a reason that I'm not a good friend to you. It hurt my feelings. And I was like, I need to be more aware of what I say and what I do, how it affects people. And that was like a turnover moment. Yeah, I've just been reflecting a lot about how I move, how I act, how it affects others, trying to be very self-aware. Also, when I'm not self-aware, taking it in and not being defensive if somebody's telling me something. "15-year-old Malia was very defensive. And I'm going to be 25 in 2 months. Less. So, this was definitely a growth year as far as personality, perspective, things like that. The thing that I'm the most proud of, Harley. The thing I'm most proud of, I think the thing I'm most proud of is my my mindset, my perspective. I really like who I am when I look in the mirror, not physically, but emotionally now. And because I'm taking the steps and like talking to people around me and I'm saying my apologies if I've ever hurt people, I'm really happy with where my trajectory is going as a person. I didn't let a few 100,000 followers on TikTok like change me. I've learned to love without expectation of receiving. I'm healing my childhood traumas one day at a time. And I think it's all just making me a better person. Yeah, I think that's what I'm most proud of this year. This year and last year, I feel like when you think of like what you're proud of, people always go to work or like accomplishments. I had a great year. I made great money. I got great brand deals, cool opportunities. But this year looked a lot like last year, and I'm also fine with that. There wasn't a whole lot of change. The year before that, it was like, oh my gosh, you're going from being a waitress to a content creator. So it was a big life change. This year wasn't as much of a life change. It was just staying steady. But I also hate feeling stagnant. I still haven't hit 1 million on TikTok, and my goal is to hit 1 million before the platform's just not there anymore. I'm very frustrated. Like, I know it's not 100% in my control, but there's also things I could be doing to help myself grow. And I would just hate to see that goal end up on another freaking vision board. I just want to get it done and not feel stagnant. I remember somebody asked for advice on doing things alone. This is my favorite topic. I was raised to be super independent, and like some of it I don't remember, but being independent was just like engraved early into my head. And like we always compare me and my sister's childhoods. We're full sisters, same parents, but my parents were at different points in their life when they had us, right? When my mom had me, she was high in her corporate ladder. She was chasing her corporate dreams. She was a very successful businesswoman, so she couldn't really slow down just because she had a kid. Whereas when she got pregnant with my sister, she was so burnt out and just done with that job. To her, it was so toxic, the lifestyle, the people she was working under. So she actually had quit when she got pregnant with my sister. So I grew up having to go to babysitters. I didn't have a nanny. I just went to like a family friend who babysat me every day. And like my mom would get home and she would still have to go work. And she said even at like the age of 3, I knew how to use the remote because it's like, Malia, here's your juice. Put on your show. You can watch your show. And I was like, okay. Where my sister had my mom home, being a stay-at-home mom all the way, until she was in kindergarten. So my sister's very dependent. She doesn't like doing things alone. And I'm very independent. And we wonder, yes, different personalities are going to do different things. Yes, different zodiac signs are going to have different ways of life. But even in those first 5 years, is it that crucial? Is it that like mold? Are you already being molded into like how you're going to be as an adult? So I find that very interesting. I went to like a Montessori school where they teach you like life skills. Like I learned how to properly use a knife and a fork. I learned like fine motor skills, like doing a screw. I don't know everything that was at that school, but like very independent based. But my advice would be to just start doing it in small increments. Go to Target for one thing. And once you can do that confidently, go to coffee and don't do the drive-thru, go inside. If you have one homework assignment, you know it's gonna take you 15 minutes, do it inside a coffee shop. Where you're a little bit more vulnerable, but it forces you out of your comfort zone. And then eventually you'll be going on a Target day and you'll just be going up and down the aisles at Target all by yourself, not feeling like you need company to be there with you. And then one day you might be recording yourself doing it. And that's when you're super comfortable with being just alone because you're the girl alone in aisle 12 talking to her phone. Yeah, I would just say continue to do it. I have only ever gone out to eat, like sitting down in a restaurant like 2 or 3 times by myself. That I just find weird. I'd rather come home and like eat it with my show and like whatever, or like even get on FaceTime, but I just don't find it enjoyable. I don't find it, it's not that I find it uncomfortable. So yeah, just challenging yourself in little ways to start doing things independently, I feel like is the great start. I grew up in a city with all my friends, and then once college hit, I moved cities because of my parents' divorce. And I used to have the best friend who I'd be like, I have to go to Target for socks. You want to come with me? And I had somebody to do everything with. And then when I didn't have that, I was like, well, I still need socks from Target. Like, I'm just going to go. And I don't think I ever thought twice about, I definitely thought twice about like, oh, dang, it sucks. I can't go with so-and-so. Or this reminds me of our random, whatever, spontaneous trips to Target, whatever. But like, I don't know. I've just never really had a problem with it. So I don't know if I have the best advice on like how to get better at it besides just forcing yourself out of a bubble. People ask a lot of relationship advice. And this is another part of my journey of like coming into myself and being somebody I like when I look in the mirror. Advice, which some of these questions I've been trying to give advice that's like also unsolicited, and you guys are soliciting for advice, like you want advice, but I'm also just learning to stop judging people's situations. My friends would talk about situationships where they're like falling in love with a guy in 4 days, and it's like, wait, he didn't text me back, and I'd be like, girl, wake up, he don't like you, grow up. Like, I wouldn't be like that rough, but like, you get me? It's just like, what are we over here? But everybody's just experiencing life their way of it. It's really hard to give relationship advice because every relationship is so different. My biggest thing is I would just make sure you're communicating what you need out of a relationship, what you need out of a partner. You guys have to actively on a daily basis choose to be that for the other person and put that as a priority for yourself, is to meet those goals that your partner has or needs from a partner. Stay dating each other. Don't become complacent, or like, make sure you're doing more than just sitting and watching TV all day. If you see this person as somebody that's going to be in your life for a long time, make sure you're engaging with them in conversations that is setting you guys for success in the future. Having hard conversations. I know people in my life who I judge their situation so hard in my head, never out loud or never to anybody else. And then you're just like, but it works for them. So it's like, everybody has to pick their version of hard, their pros and cons, and what would be a major red flag con for me might not be what somebody else's biggest con is. And then they look at my relationship or something and they're like, oh girl, you can't even talk, da, 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 da. So it's really just a personal thing. So it's hard to just like, when people are saying, can we have relationship advice? I don't even think I want specifics because I don't know you, I don't know your person. We're all just doing this life one day at a time. For the first time. I genuinely don't think I get the blue cheese again. It is good. I like my blue cheese is like punch in your face blue cheese. This is really creamy. I like blue cheese that has a bite. It doesn't have a bite. I should have got tenders. I feel like they're easier to eat while like talking. And corn. Who has been with me on this journey since I had a lash company? I shouldn't say company. I ran it from my bedroom. It was a lash brand. In 2022, I had my baddie bar. 2021 and 2022. I had my baddie bar, which started because COVID, my hours got cut and I wanted to bring in money. I've always been a hustling money girl. I've been paying rent since I was 19. I've had a car payment since I was 17. So making sure I always had money coming in so I could also do the fun things like getting my nails done was important to me. So when my hours are getting cut, I'm like, how can I control making a little bit more money without like having to get another job where the schedules conflict and everything? And I knew a girl who taught how to do lashes, and I had heavily considered going to esthetician school. So I was like, let me see if I even like this. So then I got certified as a lash tech. I was building out my clientele. I had a whole room set up at my mom's place, or like I would transform my room into a lash room. And then I also just thought about like, I wear strip lashes, and like people who don't like lash extensions, I'm always getting comments in my videos. This is before I was even big or popping yet. I probably had 10K followers. They were like, oh, what lashes are you wearing? What lashes are you wearing? Instead of me hyping up Ardell, why don't I make my perfect lashes and sell those? And I regret not keeping it going, because the second I saw any success with social media, I just focused on that and stopped the lashes. I got tired of actually lashing, because that's a lot of manual labor. Like my back was arched, my eyes were squinted, my fingers were hurting. I was like, damn, this is brutal. But I really liked the like seeing something come to life, talking to manufacturers, coming out with cool lashes, trying them on, having the photo shoots for them, selling them. I really liked that whole thing. And I think I could have had another like avenue of success if I would have kept with that. So I've thought about bringing it back, and I'm not sure how I would go about that, but I've also thought about starting a sunglass brand, because I just love sunglasses. It's like the way I find style. Like, I don't know necessarily always how to throw an outfit on together. You okay? She's so high. I don't know, I always know how to throw on the best outfit, but even when I'm in a plain outfit and I feel like there's no personal style to it, I throw on my favorite pair of sunglasses and I'm like, boom, she's back. That was kind of my life update. Sorry I wasn't eating a lot. And this was just a little hard of a meal to eat. Now that's on me. Next time I'll do like pizza or something. But if you guys like today's mukbang, let me know, because I can keep incorporating long form mukbangs on YouTube or short form and do YouTube shorts. Content's going to be changing come the TikTok ban, so stay locked in. I promise to never stop. So if you like me, I'm not going anywhere, and I appreciate your love and support. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Comment down below what you thought, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.